making a mango pickle. It was 8 or 9 in the morning. Her son was playing by himself in the open veranda of their house when Durga called out suddenly from behind the jackfruit tree in their courtyard. Apu, Apu. She had just made an appearance after having been away from home all morning. Durga was now about 11. She was thin and darker than Apu, glass bangles clinging on her arms, a none too clean sari and windswept dry hair flying anyway. That was Durga. On her finely shaped face, her eyes shone large like her brother's. What's it? Asked Apu, jumping off the veranda in front of their house and coming up to her. Durga held a half coconut shell in her hands. She lowered it to show Apu its contents. Slices of tender green mango before the seed had hardened. Then, in an undertone, is Ma back from the gut yet? No, said Apu, shaking his head. Can you fetch me a bit of oil and some salt? She asked him secretively. I will pickle these. Where did you get them from, Didi? Apu was delighted. They were lying on the ground just under the Sindurkundo tree. Now get me a pinch of salt and some oil, will you? But Ma will give it to me if I bring down the oil pot from the shelf, replied Apu scared. Run and get it fast. It will be a while before she's back. She's gone to wash the clothes. Hurry up. The shell, said Apu. Give me the shell. I'll pour it into the shell. You stand by the back door and keep a lookout. Mind you, don't spill any oil on the floor. Better be careful. Otherwise, Ma will know for sure. You are such a good for nothing. When Apu came out of the house, Durga took the coconut shell from him and expertly got the mix of oil and salt into the mango slices. Here, put out your hand. Didi, are you going to eat all the rest yourself? Do you think you can get us a nice chili? I will give you an extra slice if you do. But how shall I get to the chilies, Didi? They are right up on the shelf. I can't even reach it. Don't bother. I will get some more mangoes later in the day. You know that tree by the pond? There is lots and lots of budding mangoes that all fall off in the afternoon sun. The back door opened with a sharp clang and Sarboja was heard calling out, Duga, oh Duga. That's Ma calling. Quick, go and see what's up. Finish it up over there. No, wait. You have got grains of salt all over your mouth. Wipe them away first. Durga heard her mother call out yet again. But there was no way she could reply, for her mouth was quite full. She began furiously devouring the slices of pickled mango. When she found that she still had many left, she hid behind the trunk of the jackfruit tree and started to gobble up the rest. Appu stood beside her, frantically swallowing his share, for there was no time to chew. As he ate, he smiled a guilty smile at his sister. You little monkey, she said to her brother. Why don't you wipe your face clean? There is salt all over your face even now. Then, putting on a most innocent expression, she entered the house. What's it, Ma? She asked. And where had you gone, wandering? May I know? Asked Sarboja. And where's that monkey gone? I'm hungry, Ma, announced Abu, appearing suddenly. Now hold on, let me take a breath. Oh, Durga, go and check on the calf, will you? It's been lying away. A little later, when she sat down in the veranda in front of the kitchen to cut up a cucumber for children, Apu flopped down next to her. Ma, do take some more of that white stuff out of the cucumber. It sticks in my mouth, he said. Durga spread out her palm to get her share and asked a little hesitantly, isn't there any more of the rice fly, Ma? Oh, it's impossible. All those tart mangoes have set my teeth on edge, began Apu. He stopped abruptly when he saw Durga frowning and winking at him. Where did you get mangoes from? Asked his mother. Abu was afraid to tell the truth. He looked questioningly at his sister, wondering what to reply. Saboja turned to her daughter and demanded, so you'd gone out again? Durga paled. Ask him, I was just there by the jackfruit tree and then just as you called. Fortunately, the conversation was cut short by the entry of the milkwoman, Shurno. She had come to milk their cow. Go catch the calf, said Sarboja to her daughter. Abu followed his sister out to watch the cow being milked. As soon as he stepped into the outer courtyard, Durga landed him a smart blow on his back. You wretch monkey! She made faces at him and mimicked him. All those stat mangoes have set my teeth on edge. Dumbo, no brains at all. Thank you.